Hey everybody. Okay, so today we were working with representing multiplication of fractions. And we did our pattern blocks, we did pictures, and we did the equations. Let's take a look at this first problem. Jesse handed out 1/9 of the cake of each to each of her 3 friends. How much cake was given out altogether? So the equation, I'm looking at 3, so I'll put the number 3 above. So now I have that I'm going to have 3 groups of 1/9 equals, I'm going to complete the sentence. I'm going to have 3 groups, which are the 3 friends, and each of them, this is the amount, receives 1/9 of a slice of cake. This is going to equal 3 over 9 because I have 3 over 1 times 1 over 9. I'm going to multiply this going across. 3 times 1, or this is what it would look like. Let me do it this way. 3 times 1 equals 3. 1 times 9 equals 9, and it's 3/9. I can simplify it, but we're going to wait on the simplification so that we can look at the bigger picture. Doing a pictorial model, so I'm going to draw out. I need to have 3 groups. 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, and I probably didn't do it enough because I need to represent 9, so they're going to be thin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to represent 1/9 of that. So I'm going to shade in 1/9. So this shows me that I have 3 groups of 1/9 in each group. As a repeated addition problem, I need to have 3 groups of 1/9. So I have 1/9 plus 1/9 plus 1/9 equals 1, 2, 3 over 9. And again, I can simplify it. So let's look to see, sorry about that. What number can go into 3 that can also go into 9? Very good. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. 9 divided by 3, or 3 goes into 9 3 times. So then it becomes 1/3. Same thing over here. Now let's picture this on a number line. Is this going to be my 0? I'm going to go ahead and put 1/9, 2/9, and use this as my dividing bar. 3/9, 4/9, 5/9, 6/9, 7/9, 8/9. Put that into a 9. 9/9, which is also equal to 1 whole. Okay. Now looking at here, I'm going to make 3 jumps because I have 3 groups. I'm starting at 0 and I'm making my first jump at 1/9. My second jump is going to go to 2/9, and my third jump is going to go to 3/9. And we said that 3/9 is equal to 1/3. Now I want you to notice something. Can we break this 9ths up into thirds? Absolutely. So here, this is 1/3. So is 3/9 equal to 1/3? Yes, and we can actually just prove that here on my number line. If I go to my next 3, that's 1, 2, 3, I have another third, and that would be 2/3. And at the end of it, I have 3/3, or 3 over 3, because it still equals to 1. So I went from 1/3 to 2/3 to 3/3. So 3/9 is 1/3, and that's what you will represent. All right, let's look at the next problem. I just got out and I'm super tired. I want to go home now. All right, you're using a recipe to make brownies. 1 tray of brownies calls for 1/4 cup of sugar. 1/4 cup of sugar. You need to make 6 trays of the brownies for your class. So how many cups of sugar will I need to make the brownies? All right, I need 1/4 a cup of sugar, and I'm going to make 6 trays. So if I have 6 trays and each need 1/4, how much sugar will I need? So this is going to be my equation. This will be 6/4. I'm going to have 6 groups, or the trays, of 1/4. I'm going to model that out. 1 tray, 2 trays, 3 trays, 4 trays. I could have just done 2 and 2, but I didn't think about it until after I finished. Looking at my denominator, each tray is going to be broken up into 4 equal parts. Then I'm using my 1. I'm only using 1 part of those 4 equal parts. I'm using 1 out of the 4 parts. Okay, so I represent 1 tray, 2 tray, 3 tray, 4 tray. Out of this, it is 1/4 of it. Now I'm going to do repeated addition. So I have 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. That equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I didn't do enough because like that's making 1 whole. 1/4 and 1/4. Now do I have 6/4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, now I have 6/4. All right, so I'm going to move that over. Because I have, this is called what? Improper fraction. Very good. So because I have an improper fraction, I need to make this into a mixed number. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 6/4 and I'm just look at my denominator. I'm going to make 1 whole out of that. So now 6 minus 4 equals 2, and I have 4ths left over. So now I know that it's going to be 1 and 2/4. But I both have numerator and denominator are even numbers. So can I cut that in half? Divide it by 2. Very good. So this is going to equal to 1, and half of 2 is 1. Half of 4 is 2. So the answer is 1 and 1/2. Well, let's check our number line and see if we can make that happen. Start off with 0, and I have 1/4. So I'm going to put 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, which is 1. 2/4, we said if I look, this is right in the middle. This is 1/2. 5/4, which is going to be 1 and 1/4. 6/4, which is going to be 1 and 1/2. And I'm just going to go up to 2. 7/4, 1, and that my 1/2, I threw myself off for the quick. So this is going to be 1 and 3/4. So I'm actually, this is what I was thinking. This is 1/4, this is 2/4, which is also the same as 1 and 1/4. That's what was bothering me. So I had to fix that up. Sorry about that. So I have 1 and 1/4, 1 and 2/4, 1 and 3/4. And this is going to be 8/4, which is equal to 2. All right. How many jumps do I need to make? I need to make 6 jumps. I'm starting with 0 and coming over to 1 jump, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps. And look at here. I ended up with my 6/4, right? We said that my 6/4 was equal to 1 2/4. I also know that 4 goes into 6 one time with 2 left over. It's 4, 5, 6. Becomes my numerator, and then the 4. Well, they're both even numbers. I just saw what I did. Thanks for the catch. There, I got that fixed. So this is equal 1. Half of 2 is 1. Half of 4 is 2. So it's 1 1/2. So 6/4 is equal to 1 2/4, which is equal to 1 1/2. All right, there you go. Let's move on to the next one. Getting a little bit easier. And tomorrow we're going to be practicing on more of the problems. All right, Catherine walks her dog 2/3 of a mile each day. How far does she walk her dog in a week if she walks every day? All right, so it's the same kind of concept that we had today with the rainfalls that rained for a week. Very good. So it's going to be 7 times 2/3. So this is going to be 14 thirds. Improper fraction. Very good. All right, I can simply start dividing or subtracting out. I'm so sorry, I used the wrong terminology. Because my denominator is 3, 3 over 3 equals 1. So I can continue to subtract out. 14 minus 3 equals 11 thirds. I can keep going. 11 minus 3 is 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 8 over 3. I can keep going. 8 minus 3 equals 5 over 3. Still an improper fraction, so I can keep going. And this becomes 2/3, and I can stop. So this is 1 whole, 2 wholes, 3 wholes, 4 wholes. So it's 4 2/3. I'm going to have 7 groups because there are 7 days in a week of 2/3. I'm going to draw a model. Same type of concept with the rain. So I have 1, 2 days, 3 days. I'll start my 4th day here. 5 days, 6 days, and my 7th day. I'm going to have groups of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Each of these days, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So I'm going to just write out day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, Dave, 5, day 6, and day 7. All right, now I can continue to remember what I'm doing. And now I'm going to shade in 2/3. Okay, that represents 2/3 of each day. So now repeated addition. This is 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3. How many 2/3 am I going to write? Absolutely, a total of 7. It's 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3. And what does that equal to? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 thirds. And we said that 3 goes into 14, so this is a different way. 3 can go into 14 how many times? and that's going to be 5. Nope, too big. It's going to be 4. And I did that one on purpose so that you can see. So that's 12, 13, 14. So my numerator is 2/3. So it's 4 2/3. Looking at my number line, I need to have a number line that's going to be greater than 1. There we go. Let me see if I can bring this down just a bit. All right, so it's going to be greater than 4. I don't know what I said. So it's going to be greater than 4. So we have a 0 here. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, which is also 1. So 1/3, 2/3. So 3, I'm going to do this 4/3, 5/3, 6/3, which is 2, 7/3, 8/3. Oops, I put 9. I don't know why I did that. 9/3, which is 3, 10/3, 11/3, 12/3, 13/3, 14/3. I keep going. 15/3, and that makes it 5. And I can keep going. All right, so I'm looking at how many jumps of 2/3. So I'm going to start with my 0, and I'm going to go to my 2/3, because that's where I'm going with my first fraction. Then I said it's 2, 4, 2, 4. So now I'm going to go to my 4/3. That's 2 jumps. Then I'm going to go to my next 2/3. That's 3 jumps. Going to go to my next 2/3. That's 4 jumps. I'm going to my next 2/3. All right, that's 5 jumps. Going to my next 2/3. That's 6 jumps. Next 2/3. 7 jumps. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I was off 1. I actually did 1 and I didn't count it. All right, so now it's 14/3, which is also, we said, what? This is going to be 4 2/3. And here this would be 5 3/3, and we know that 3/3 is 1, so it makes it 5. And is this, I have 4 2/3. So I have my 4, 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps, 5 jumps, 6 jumps, and 7 jumps. All right, way to go, good job. We have one more left and we're done for the night. Gustavo practices the flute